stream tonight.
In our new bathroom, and I was like, I think so. We're not going to want to go all the way out to get coffee. Right. And she was like, I want to get a coffee maker. And then we saw this on television, and I was like, holy fuck, man! Like it really just changed the way your brain thinks. Exactly. It really is.
I've always got to set up my thing. The best thing is I wish I could just set it to automatically just do what I want it to do, but apparently we aren't there yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not there yet.
I water pick it up. Yeah, that's good. But then, like, to be like, okay.
I'm going to try another 10. Tag Joe.
And then, you know, slowly, you know, back on the bed and drink coffee. As opposed to, like, getting your whole morning routine, you know, then go downstairs and make it, I think it's a great way.
It's weird, it's not even letting me tag Alan more anymore.
There should be a TV show called
It's taking that away from me.
Find out people that are doing it right and then do the certain. I want more of those things.
Jonathan, baby. Well, since you're here, baby, I'll go ahead and tag you. Back on the scene. That's true, actually. I was drawing while I was off camera, so I did a little spider down here, a little white spider, or quantum spider thing. She's looking good. Kind of thing. It's supposed to be like the thing that the radioactive equivalent for Spider-Man. Radioactive spider equivalent. I really like her face. Oh, well. Good. That's good. Good.
I'm telling you, every man needs that. I have that. We took it on the tour bus with me, and that came in so handy. Every time you're like, where are my nail clippers? Oh, I know where that is. Let's not forget about the ultimate trimmer, the Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer with replaceable ceramic blades with advanced skin-safe technology, which helps reduce grooming accidents. Let me tell you, this is where you guys need to go. You get 20% off plus free shipping. Go to manscaped.com/bears. Be the ballsiest gift giver this season with Manscaped. That is 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com/bears. This podcast is brought to you by THM Detox. Let me tell you something. If you like to enjoy your drinks like I do, this is your perfect party fun, okay? All you do is you take 2 of these with your first drink, and then bam. This holiday season, everyone is boozing it up. If you're like me, we've been booze zooming, right? But on a booze zoom, you only really have 2 drinks. Who wants to feel those 2 drinks the next morning? Don't you want to feel like 100% yourself? Take 2 of these. And then, if you're like myself, sometimes you have to do a few more drinks. Take 2 more. We tore through these on our bus on our tour. I tore through these. We have 2 boxes here. I took a box with me. And then I had DHM send me another box. And I ran out in San Diego. And I actually said, I might quit drinking until I get more DHM Detox. These are perfect for you. And if you're feeling dehydrated, try their hydration replenisher with the ultimate recovery kit. Make it a amazing stocking stuffer. Because guess what's coming up in 5 days?
Matthew Stewart, Philip B. Lynch. Thanks, guys. What's for dinner? I like to ask what people have for dinner sometimes. Every day. We have a steak. Or rather, what did you have for dinner? Because most people have eaten by now in America. If you have the privilege of getting to eat. So.
This is like it's kind of like below the belt, right? It's below the waist, so we can't show it to the. It's pretty intense. I think that is in. Yes. I don't know how she got it. It's not taken care of.
looks like they're just heinous right now.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have done any of this on my own. I certainly wouldn't have videotaped it. But I certainly would have put the post in it. Bare finger. Also, I feel like whatever's coming out of it could infect her. Right? It definitely could. It definitely could. You're gonna get a bladder infection.
Way sick and real quick.
Oh my god.
That's what they call me.
Makes me want to brush my teeth.
Yeah, I spent some time off camera with this, is why it's looking better. I'm definitely trying to get it down.
You gotta see this. I was like, what is this? He was like, come here. He was like, remember that lump I had on my back? I was like, yeah. I wasn't paying attention to what I was looking at. And he goes, take a look at this. And he just, it's like, I was like 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. He wakes you up, woke me up for it. And he just starts squeezing it. And I realized it's been spraying all over the mirror in his bathroom. And it's almost like he just went, and it's just squeezing. I was like, holy shit. Did I ever tell you about the time I popped a pimple in my nose and a hair came out? This is like the most amazing thing that I've ever done, and no one ever witnessed it but me. So it's like hitting a hole in one when you're playing by yourself and then no one believes you. Yeah. I had you know when you get like a lump on a pimple on the inside of your nose? Yeah. It was killing me. It was killing me, and I was a sophomore in college, and I was in my bathroom, and I was like, I'm just gonna try to pop it. It started showing up on the other side, like it was red on the outside. So I was like, I'm just gonna try to pop it this way. And I put my finger in my nose.
Troy Mickelson, badass. Man, great work. Thank you. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat, so that means a lot. You know, I like when it doesn't mean anything coming from these schlubs who are in here all day, but I like when new people come in, you know.
Started pouring out of my nose. And I was like, oh my god.
It's a joke. Everybody calm down.
The mirror down. Just the face one. This you're definitely gonna get. This is also something you're gonna live show. What is it? What is it? Rope. But I thought of you immediately.
What's for dinner, everybody? I like to know. I like to take a poll every day and see what people are eating. It's good to focus on good things like
I don't know what the fuck. What is it? Okay, listen. This is pulled out. That is so fucking rewarding. I knew you'd go back to it. I want to see it the second it comes out.
no dinner tonight. What? Come on, Joe.
I want to find out what it is.
What do you mean no dinner? What are you, like a vigilante or a cop or something? What could be so important that you're not eating dinner?
The look on his face. That is a whole. Okay, now here's what we need. We need research on this guy. Who is this guy? You know how we found the video? We should send him to the winemaking. We should try to find him. Okay. Find this guy. I want to see what his face looks like now. You got any defense? Not yet. I've been pretty dehydrated the last 48 years. Listen, hang on 1 second. Have you ever seen
Little Caesars having a sleepover here with my daughter's best friend's twin sisters. Oh, that's nice. Those are my best memories when I was a kid, is staying over at my friend's house. Dude, you should get them into role-playing game, like D&D, basically. I'm sure they have like a kid's version of D&D. That is the most fun that I ever had when I was a kid. So you make it up, make 'em up game. It's very fun.
All these come up when you type in birth Kreischer salivary stone. You look really skinny right there. Lower. Legs look removed from the assembly. Oh, I was really skinny.
It's 11:30. Nothing is open. Well, that explains your current predicament, but how did you get here? How did you get to 11:30 at night and you didn't get any dinner by now? Isn't like a Safeway open or something, you know? Go get like a cold sandwich. And some soup. Dude, seriously, go get a cold sandwich and some soup. Heat that sandwich up. Heat the soup up. Bro, you'll be living on cloud nine.
What's the legality of that? I can't play these stuff the way I want. There it is. There it is. Find out what that video is. Find out what that video is. Do you see that video? Zoom in and read the copy in it. I see it. Okay, can you find that video? Yeah, that guy. Play this for Tom. This makes my dick hard. I love this fucking, I don't know, whatever that is. By the way, I need you to send me that clip of that guy pulling that thing out of his face. I need to watch that over and over and over again. For whatever reason, that feeling, when you see it come out, that makes me so excited. All right, you ready for a fucking banger? Okay, sit down. This is maybe something I've watched a million times. Really? I've watched this so much. This, I have no idea.
You can get back from the start, I'll be back. Yeah, no problem.
I have no fucking idea. And by the way, I thought I had one of these recently. I didn't, but what had happened was I had a problem underneath my tongue, and I thought I had one of these recently. Isn't that little white? No. You just watch. Okay? Can you play audio? Yeah, it's a little white thing. It's that little white thing. By the way, his haircut always like caught me off guard. What part of it? Like the fact that it's like part over. So he's got, what is that? A scalpel? So this is a X-Acto knife. Okay, so he's got an X-Acto knife. He's got this white thing. He's trying to cut like the skin around it so we can get this out of his mouth. Why does he not go see someone? He is left-handed.
Yikesies.
Why are you doing this yourself? Why are you doing this yourself? Because you got online and you found out I can do this. It's not that hard. Hold on. Here comes the fucking money shot. Okay? I've watched this so much.
Yikerinos, man. That's horrible. I want to watch a podcast where they're just commenting on horrible, horrible things. My wife watches all the time. It's horrible.
Oh yeah, it is. You know, Matt Martin worked really, really hard for almost no pay for about 15 years. You know, and it's just like let me encourage you, Matt, to get away from what you're doing now. Get out there and start doing Snowman again, and start making some real money. That's what Comicscape's going to do. We're going to help you get your stuff out, make it possible for you to do your comic book on your own terms. And happily, he has agreed. So here he is. It looks great. I can't complain. I can't argue. Rainbow the Brute is the other book that we've got going on right now. It has officially beaten Dirty Doug Naples' Bigfoot Bill 2. Now, I am a very petty man. 2,100 backers. That's great. If I refresh that, that's not going to move, right? We ruined it. Okay, 2,101 backers. That's terrific. $282,704. This is officially beaten Doug Naples' Bigfoot Bill 2, and I think it's overtaken the number 5 spot of this. I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. Top all-time bestsellers. No, maybe it's like number 8. Maybe it's not even number 5, but it's overtaken season of all time. You can see here, of course, the top 3 spots are taken by me. For now, somebody bigger is going to come along and just knock me right off this chart. I know it. I know who it could be, too. It's not going to be Doug Naples, though. That's the whole point of today. Today we beat Doug Naples, Bigfoot Bill 2, with our Rainbow the Brute book. We beat his 60-day total. We beat it in about 2 weeks. I think it's been about 2 weeks now officially of Rainbow Brute. Very, very good. All of this stuff, if you have this site, this really gives you a good look at, all of the books that are out there. It gives you a God's eye view of all of the books that are Comicsgate right now. And it's pretty alarming because I don't know, I haven't even heard of half of them. At least half of them. But obviously the top ones, we know Graveyard Shift. We know Blade Devil Goes to the Past. This guy's at almost 250,000 right now. Our good friend Breaking Gold Eagle came out with his book and just crushed it. Did a nice manga. Absolutely crushed it. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales 2, Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar. This was a big hit for Zach this year. Expendables was a big hit for Zach this year. Zach put out a lot of books this year. He was really cooking, and he's got more stuff. He keeps showing me these other projects he's got in the works. With Comicsgaters. One particular big name Comicsgator he's got a project with. Hasn't announced it yet. Showed me the cover. He said, I gotta fulfill this and this before I can announce that. I'm like, that's probably a wise choice. Fragaboom's Black Flag, Little Umbrella 2, Umbrella Guy's book, Impossible Stars, did great. And then that's it right here. This is the cutoff line for 6-figure young lady this year. So we've had 1, 2, I can just look at this. 12 six-figure campaigns for Comicsgate this year. Incredible. Hopefully, will Snowman get there by... Snowman's going to end probably around the 10th of January. That'll be interesting. I'd like to see Snowman hit 100,000 by New Year's Eve. That's a personal goal. Can we do it? I'm not sure. We've got the momentum right now. We're finding out about it. We'll find out if we can get there.
Alright, here's kind of an example of what the webs will look like. So I did some of these webs right here, and you'll see that when I shine the light on it, it'll be matte versus glossy, but when you're actually standing back and looking at it, it's going to look just about like that. Well,
Just edging out too was You're Told, The Battle of No, Pandemic, 2 big Zach books in a row there. Peregrine Wings of the Falcon.
virtually identical, especially when I fill in all those webs. It's going to look basically like that, so it's going to just melt into the background. You're not going to see anything except for the illusion of what I want you to see.
Find out what's up. Oh, it says here it's like in a store now. It's still in hand. I don't see it giving me a link. Alright, I'm not sure. Anyway, Vestige 2. Battle Maiden Knucklebomb sequel that did better. All this great stuff. Charlie's London did great. All of these books, scrolling down here. Now we're starting to see. We've got Thomas Moria, Wizard for Hire. This is a great overlooked book right here. This is really, really good. Stefani Renee's artwork is to die for. It is the bomb. You need to check this out. Captain Love is always a good book. The first one was a lot of fun. And Johnny Phantasm. Okay, so we go down here, and now I'm starting to go, I don't know a lot of these books. I know Hammer. I know Doc Salem. I don't know Only Death Can Save Us. What a great title, Only Death Can Save Us. I've never heard of that. Sovereign Wolf we know of. And some of these books, I guess I got to go through, this site's going to be valuable. I'll go through here and scoop up some of the ones that really deserve some more eyeballs on them and see what I can do about, introducing them to you guys. Maybe you'll agree that these books do need a little bit more attention. Cryptic Legends The Mothman, this one's fun. I like that one a lot too. Here's Nasser Rabadi's Asylum down here. And Nephilim Squad. I don't know any of these books. And it's not letting me put it on. Here we go. A bunch of new, thank you so much, guys. Alright, Chris Rue, thanks for $10. 2 days Dude, I'm very underworked. I would love to do it. I don't think I have the time to produce an entire cover right now. I've got Rainbow Brute and I've got Cyberpunk Wreck Planet. And Wreck Planet, I want to get that book done. Yanni Gold says, turn on live chat. Oh, okay, we got that. Yeah, a bunch of comments just popped up all at once. Unreal. You know. Triple Herbal says, you'll definitely get more snowman backers during the pay period after Christmas. LOL. Well, maybe not. I don't think people are broke after Christmas, but we will see. Scrolling all the way down here, 135 campaign. This is the one that didn't, I guess this didn't make it. Gem Heist Big Bang Buddha. Never heard of it. Only raised $104 with 7 backers and ended. And can't be everywhere. So this is a lot. This lets you know how big Comicsgate is. 135 campaigns run this year alone. Is Snowman even on this yet? Did I see Snowman? Snowman's up around 40,000. Let me see if I can find it. You ain't gonna see me come in. There it is there, but it needs to be updated. Snowman right now is probably, I mean, it's pushing 40,000, and it's doing up. Yeah, we're getting even closer. We just picked up like another 5 backers here. Magnificent. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I was not expecting this to happen. I was not expecting us to hit 40,000 at all or come close to it today. I just wasn't. I thought we'd get to 32, and I thought that would be a push. But yeah, everyone who sees this book likes this book. People who remember this book from the 90s and the early 2000s remember that this book was hot for a book about snow. It was hot. It was icy hot. And when you went to comic book conventions, you would see this book like behind the retailers on the wall with like $100, $200 price tags on it. So don't miss out. Get a copy of Early Frost. Matt's going to do a new cover for Early Frost. We'll have that soon. And definitely, if you can, get the all 5 Snowman comics here. Trent turned in his colors today, and they look really, really good. Trent is such a pro, man. I cannot wait to promote Creed. And he's really personable. He's really good talking. And that's fun. Matt was like, how did I do last night? Matt came on the show, and I was like, you did great. You sat there, you smiled, you like answered questions that were asked of you. People liked you. They all said that you looked young and you made me look old, even though we're fucking roughly the same age. People would like to see more of Matt Martin. We'll get him on. I would like to do a one-on-one conversation with Matt. I'm a dated his sister. I told Andrea that. And she's like, oh. I was like, yeah, I did. Like, Matt had a beautiful little sister. And, I don't know. Trent liked her. I thought she was really pretty. Almost dated her. I gave her a little smooch once. And Matt's like, yep. And then you never called her. You blew it. Well, everything worked out. Everything worked out. Snowman, A Cold Day in Hell was beautiful cover. I was better looking. Don't make fun of me. I was better looking in those days. Much better looking. Yeah. I'm handsome now, though. I would say a Sean Connery type right now. That's how I see myself. I see myself as a Sean Connery type. And nobody's arguing because the chat said, that's awesome. I got away with that. Sean Connery. That's me. EVS, Sean Connery type. Magnificent. Thank you guys for your support. It's awesome. Nasser had me over on his show the other day. And he's like, Mike's in here, John Del Rosa's in here.
The last thing I'm going to do is put the string over headphones going up, right? Because that's the closest thing. Everything else is kind of background. So I'll make sure you get that. So now I'm just going to kind of work my way down this way, right?
War is over if you want it. Star Wars is over if you want it. Never thought of it until just now. Now I don't want it to be over. Now it's good. Anyway, I'm talking to those guys. Matt Martin, not Matt Martin, I'm sorry, Mike S. Miller said, where is my audience? Where did my audience go for Lone Star Monster Hunt? Yeah, it didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. It ends tonight, so I'm going to just say howdy and show you guys this campaign. Maybe you want to support it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want to support it, but maybe you do. Lone Star Mind of the Monster. This is Matt's. Why do I keep not confusing Matt and Mike? This is Mike's, third Lone Star book, and it's about to close out in 6 hours, 3 a.m. And it didn't do very well. It didn't do very well at all. Somebody made a graph for me that showed the fall off, and it was precipitous between Lone Star 2 and Lone Star 3. And yeah, it was. It was very precipitous. Look at this. Again, let me see. $10 from Unhinged Entertainment. My book, Absolute, almost hit 10K, and EBS did show it on the first weeks with a super chat for me. Thanks, Uncle E. And book 2 is in pre-launch. Hail Comics Cave. That book is called Absolute on Indiegogo. Textile and Comics. Thanks for $5. Please back Nephilim Squadron, Chapter 1 on Indiegogo. It's an action sci-fi epic inspired by Heavy Metal Magazine, 80s anime, and Howard Chaykin. I hope it's not inspired too much by Howard Chaykin. Altragon X says, Ethan always gets a little more gay this time of year. Yeah, I'm happy. I want to forgive people. Is there such a term as audience? Audience. Oh, the singular audience. Like you have one fan.
Audience?
Rather
That's
than
hilarious.
audience. If there isn't that term, there should be. Lone Star Mind of the Monster now, creeping up on, let's see, can we get it to move? No. No, we can't. That's a shame. Here's something that somebody brought to my attention. This comic book here, which actually is okay. And I mean, it's so funny. It's like I don't know Shelby Robertson. I've never spoken to him. I think he's a friend of Dan Fraga's. But he worked at Extreme Studios with Dan and Rob Liefeld. He's got a book, and again, I don't know what is going on in the world. I don't. You would think that I would get up in the morning and look at Indiegogo and just go, hey, I want to promote this. I want to promote that. This looks good. This, maybe this needs a little loving. I don't do that. Or it's not going to get on my own stuff. And unless somebody comes to me, like one of my friends, and says, hey, there's this book. I don't see it. I just don't see it. So things do have to be brought to my attention. This is 1994 or 94. I'm sorry, Volume 1, and I think it's based on the idea that 94 was the best year in comics. 94 was the year that I got started. Cyberpunk #1 for Hall of Heroes. So in a way, I agree. 94 is kind of making a comeback. This book looks exactly. This looks exactly like 1994, and I don't know. I mean, it's like here's the thing. This looks exactly like 1994. I will say this. People like me, Dan Fraga, John Malin, and others who have come from the 90s. We still have a little bit of the 90s flavor to our work, but we've evolved a little bit. Like Dan Fraga's stuff does not look the same now as it did in the 90s. Dan Fraga's stuff in the 90s was a lot loopier. It was a lot more, I don't want to say funny, cartoonish, silly. And he would kind of lean into that. He would make it that way. He kind of changed his style. I think, spending years and years working for the CW, working for Warner Brothers, and he's still doing that. Doing the storyboards for Arrow and all of these shows. What are these shows that they do? All the DC comic shows. Taught Dan to be a very disciplined artist and to break down storytelling, to tell stories. So this is kind of like a youthful sort of, hey, I'm new to comics. I'm working in the 90s. I am working with Rob Liefeld. I'm working with Bob Liefeld in 1994. I am 19 years old. I just got a royalty check for $60,000. I spent it all on a car, which I wrapped around the telephone pole, walked away laughing. It is the 90s. The future is bright for us young artists who draw like this. So that's what this is. Wow, look at this. This takes you right back. This looks like, if you said, Ethan, this comic book is from the 90s. This was done in 1994. I would say, it probably was. This is another thing that everybody does. Everybody's attributing this cover right here. This is like the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #300. And by the out on the stands. I went out. It looks like he didn't want to finish the coverage. He took Spider-Man and then had a bunch of 300s behind him. He wasn't that good the first time. So anyway, this is Shelby Robertson's. Look at this, he's doing a lot of covers. He's doing the Spider-Man cover again. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know Shelby Robertson, but this comic book looks fun. It looks funny. It's like a nice trip. Looks like we picked up a couple of backers. It's a nice trip backwards to the 1990s, and it looks like it is an artifact from the 90s. I want to read this here. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. He's a fan of mine. Yes. Shelby Robertson, you definitely look at Cyberfrog. You definitely looked at the Cyberfrog campaign. You definitely did, because this is something that I said, and Zach said that is so fucking weird. Don't say that. I said no.
Smack whoever just told everyone to stop doing ASM3 covers. Yeah, it's this YouTuber guy. He's kind of annoying. Shelby Robertson, is that his name? I don't know. He does Comic Art Pro Secrets, and he just talks shit all day. But he knows, like, he's got sources of, like, gossip and stuff in the comic book world, and I'm just trying to learn. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just showcasing like different comics that are on Indiegogo and Kickstarter and stuff, because like they got kicked out of the comic book industry because they didn't agree that that certain like women and people of color just like got jobs, kind of like in the 80s when they were doing that in the corporate world. They started doing that in the comic book world with like Comicsgate or whatever back in like 10 years ago or something. I have no idea. I'm just trying to learn what the hell. Everybody's drawn lines in the sand with each other, and everybody's all pissed at each other all the time in the comic book world. I think it's because they're all greedy pricks, and they're all taking advantage of artists like me. That's what it appears to be. That's why they're all ruthless psychos, is because they actually don't care about the art or anything. They're just like trying to trick each other for money. It's very unfortunate. That's exactly what I'm prepared to deal with. You can't be afraid of it. You just gotta do battle with it. It's so distracting.
This is the funniest cover. Hold on. Out of all of them, this is my favorite here, where it's like the Spider-Man pose, but it's like a baseball player. He's holding up.
He's just sitting here making fun of some guy's indie comic.
I think I saw Mike Schmidt get it.
He makes Cyberfrog, this guy.
Back in the 1980 Phillies.
Play the games that make you nutty. Yeah, well.
Oh my God, that is
it's true.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
If it were up to me, I'd be drawing my own characters that are vaguely reminiscent of comic book characters, but people prefer known characters, obviously, so I'm playing that game too. But maybe I will start doing the right thing and just draw my own guys. But it's all progression. Progression. I'll get there eventually. I'll do my own comic.
Let's see if we can get this book in a better position. Snowman. Let's refresh this real quick and see where we're at. I mean, it's really weird. Snowman is now getting closer to 40,000, 523 backers. It is weird that, right out of the gate, Snowman, an untried property by Comicsgate. You guys wouldn't know Snowman. But in its first 24 hours, it blew away Mike S. Miller's campaign, both in money and backers. I mean, in just 24 hours, it did that much. I mean, that is something else. That is something else when you see that, like, in 24 hours, $39,380, 523 backers. And this has been going on now for, like, 60 days, I think. I don't know how long it's been going on. It's been going on forever. It feels like forever. $22,949. You better put it on Kickstarter too. See how that does. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Great. Every day is funnier than the last. Let me turn on my iPad here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. I wish I could have more of a tete-a-tete with you guys. I wish I could have more of a conversation. But yeah, we're like stuck. Where the chat is absolutely stuck, and I don't understand why. Everywhere I look, it's stuck here. Maybe it's going to catch up again. We got 924 people watching. Jack Stafford said probably like 10 minutes ago, he said, you can have peace without pulling your enemies to your bosom. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true. I don't know, though. I like the idea. Still, look, you may say I'm a dreamer. You know, Phoenix Animation, wow, thanks for $20. He says, hell, EVS, congrats on all the success. You busted your ass to get here. I was hoping you could check out my Indiegogo. My book is called Golden. It's my first project, and I think you'll love the art style. Thank you. Golden, let me look at it. Are we actually caught up now? Now my chat is working, and I think it's actually working now. I can see you guys. That's a new, that's a fairly new comment. All right, let me look up Golden on Indiegogo and take a look at it. We do have a show. Don't worry, guys. I did prepare a show today. We have things to talk about. But first, go through Indiegogo stuff. Comic Skate is always where my heart is. That's where that's what I'm thinking about all the time. Okay, let's see. Because we got a $20 super chat, we're going to take a look at this campaign here, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Golden. Save humanity from extinction in this 100-plus page book. That's a lot, dude. 100 pages. More than 100 pages, Brandon? That's a lot of work, pal. Here's the artwork. The artwork looks pretty good. The artwork is pretty striking. The artwork actually really looks good. Brandon, is this your artwork? This looks good, pal. I can't complain about this. What is it about mangas? Mangas are like, yeah, our books are going to be 500 pages long. I don't know. But this looks all right. Does look good. All right, so very good. Let me see what your perks are here and what you're asking people for. Golden Book 1, $20. Digital copy, $10. Become a character, 11 out of 21. You $150 and you get to be in the book. For $150, you actually get to be in the book. And 11 out of 21, yeah, they would be. They're 50% off of the $300 regular price. That's where it seems like most of the backing is coming from. People are like, tell me your comic, bro. Nice work. 8 days left, though. I mean, looks like we are. Oh, I see. Yeah, we've got a long way to go. You're not even halfway to your goal. Well, I mean, if people like the way Golden looks, back Golden, and let's get Brandon funded. Nice job, Brandon. You got all these Comicscape campaigns. It's like people are pushing their comics.
Art in that book was good, and he's trying to be polite.
Pizza Medi's in there. He's saying hello to all of his fans. Everybody loves Pizza Medi. Barb Rogers says, I effing hate this non-existent audience. I love my audience. Oh, you mean Mike's non-existent audience? Was that a joke about Mike? Yeah, Mike. Mike's having some trouble. Let me see here. Eddie Winkler says, hey everyone, Sovereign Wolf Clan Destiny just broke 10,000. Thanks to any and all for supporting the project. You won't be disappointed. Thanks again for the inspiration, EBS. Forever a fan. Thank you, Eddie Winkler. That's very nice of you to say. Appreciate it. see what you're saying. You're saying when I said I will not tribute anything anytime. You're right. Technically, I tributed Walt Simonson's cover artwork by putting it on Heather's back. So that is true. Wow. Eddie Winkler is sending me tons of super chats here. Eddie, did you mean to do this? You sent me $10 3 times. I'll read your super chats 3 times. I think you just sent me $30 on accident. I'll refund you if you send me a message. You probably were like, send. Hey everyone, Sovereign Wolf Land Destiny just broke 10K. Thanks to Penny and all for supporting the project. You won't be disappointed. Thanks again for the inspiration, UPS, wherever a fan. Eddie, stop sending the same message. You're sending me, you're draining your bank account. You got to see this, guys. See all these $10 messages at the top? This is all Eddie Winkler sending me the same $10 message. Just not five, Eddie. It's $50. YouTube. I mean, look, this is actually costing people money now. YouTube. You gotta fix this. Fix this now. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on. Stop sending me super chats, Eddie. Everyone go over and back Sovereign Wolf, or I will. I'm gonna back Sovereign Wolf now. Back Sovereign Wolf. Why wouldn't I do that?
All right. Those webs are basically filled in. Continue where I stopped up here on her hand. It's actually about to be dinner time, so I'm gonna have to go get some. Maybe one day you'll be making fun of you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Joe. Did I not say that out loud? I was like, yeah, I'll start making my own books, and then he'll be making fun of whatever covers I put up. And the covers he was making fun of were pretty decent. But the reason he was making fun of them was it's called like the Savage Man or whatever, and the issues 1 through 3, he whoever made that book had done all 3 issues in the same way. He homaged them to ASM 300, and each one was a different, same character with a different costume, and one of them was like a baseball. He was wearing like a baseball costume and had like a baseball bat. It was pretty silly, but still, it's not nice to rip on somebody's book on YouTube if you have a bunch of people. It's pretty rude. So I'm gonna stop here and go have some dinner. But first, I wanted to show you guys I put one coat of Vanta Black, or they call it Black 3.0, on this guy's arm, right? So it just looks black. It's supposed to absorb all light once you put a second coat on, so we'll see. And then I did it with this car. I put one coat around the side of it, and it does absorb quite a bit of light. It makes it hard to see, but it's not done yet. So I'm just gonna sit here, and you guys can head out or chat with me for a minute, and I'll just play with this. I'm gonna start doing DBZ ASM 300s just to do a boo over, just do boo over and over. Kid form, adult form, kid form, adult form. That's fine, just to get to that guy. Yeah. Kid boo trying to crouch in that pose too. Fine. I'm honestly at least going to do one of each, put them out, mess with the trolls. Yeah, people get pissed when they see another, like, you know, it could be anything though. When I heard him say that, I was like, yeah, which cover are you okay with people homaging? Which one are we allowed to homage again? It's probably Hulk 181, and that's it, right? It's like, well, whatever. Everybody's a critic. Everybody's got their own opinion. Do 2 coats on that half of the car, and do 2 coats of regular black. That's how it really shines. What, you're saying coat it with normal black first before I coat it with this? I'd rather just do more coats of this, because this is nano tube paint, so if you mix it with the other paint, it's gonna... I mean, it probably would be better if you conserve your paint if you start with the base coat of the cheap stuff. I guess that's true. Images may vary. I think they definitely matter. You can get a lenticular print of Evangelina. It says 2 coats and you're good, bro. Evangelina, Eva Rose. I want this
here
bitch to
she's dressed,
disappear.
and then you flip it, and she's in her underpants. I had a pen that used to do that when I was a kid. You know, it's like there's a woman in a bathing suit, and then you turn it upside down, and suddenly, boom.
See, everybody's in the room now, but they're not. I'm just painting this guy's arm, so
You know,
I'm gonna go to dinner.
do that all day long.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
Naked, she's dressed. I had that when I was like 13. You know. Sovereign Wolf graphic novel. That's a great idea. Lenticular cover, you flip it, and she's like almost naked. I think. She's not really naked though. Like she's wearing like a different.
This is very watery. When it comes out of the bottle, it's just like water.
And then she's in her underpants.
Definitely looks like water when it's sitting in a pallet. It looks like water. Moves like water. Very thin.
Again, I don't know why I didn't know about this.
Very
thin. Thanks for taking the time to check out the campaign. No, thank you, Eddie. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for being Comicsgate. Hold on, there's a video here. I'm gonna watch the video. Christopher Boree says, "Good sir, recent discussions on the jacket."
All right, I put a second coat on it.
You had your eye on
so we'll let that dry. Looks like it's covering it completely, but probably go for a third coat just to give it the benefit of the doubt, right? So now I'll do my car. Car needs some work. I think it's really just the texture of the car makes it really hard to get the paint on there. It slides right off the gold metal. It doesn't want to stick to it. Okay, Joe, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. It's late for him. It's midnight and 5 minutes. You too, Jonathan. You East Coasters. Unbelievable.
Tired of it. Constantly being marginalized. I don't know what I did to deserve that. Eddie Winkler's Sovereign Wolf, everyone. Make sure to back that. Those are different to support. Here's Jalapeno Milk. He says, all kidding aside, this book looks awesome. Back. There's Mecca. Mecca wants to debate.
We'll go half the guy in 2.0, 2 coats, and then half the guy in regular 5. It's 12:05 here. Your clock is off. Well, yeah, I said midnight and 5. Midnight and 5. That's the same thing.
Mark Pengren says, so they just gave up on option.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
I don't need to coat him in real black. He should just leave him the way he is. You get the effect. It's better to have something shiny. You don't want it to be black on black because then it's like, oh, what am I looking at? But if it's gold on black, no, that's interesting. It's like that sculpture where it's half gold, half black.
Maybe some people lost interest in looking at my fat face every day. But on the other hand, there were like Tim Pool was interviewing Alex Jones.
Just want to pour the paint right on there, really.
100,000 people watching him. 100,000 people watching him. So it's not a good idea to do an auction when you have people watching this. I mean, it's just not a great idea. I can't ask people to sell their artwork when there's nobody here. And by the way, yeah, auction night.
I'm just dripping. I shouldn't hold it over that comic, but I'm just dripping paint on this thing and letting it run down the side. Seems to be the best way to apply paint to this type of object.
I mean, I see you guys every now and then. It catches up. Let me see if I can see super chats, like if they're being registered somewhere else. And maybe that's something. Super chats. Yeah, I mean they're right here, Let's see, yeah, Eddie Winkler's, all of Eddie Winkler's super chats came through. Tommy just done a super.
Basically, I'm telling you to do the car the way the skull was, right? Yeah. So, was that? I can't remember. Wasn't that half gold, half black, or no? I don't know.
He says, oh no, he says, LOL, EBS, I didn't, but you can keep whatever. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah,
it was 1 black, 3.0 on the other half.
No, okay, for some reason it registered a bunch of different super.
Oh, it was black on one half. Whereas at the regular black, it just looks like a black skull. Right. Yeah, no, I'm just going to leave half of it gold, bro. Gold's going to be way cooler of a contrast.
They're just, boy, yeah, I agree with you. And, out of the 11, 8 of them are unnecessary. 8 of them are going to be completely uncalled for and garbage. And they really don't need to do that many shows. You have a hit with The Mandalorian, let it cook a little while longer, and slowly build out of that. It's as if the X-Files was successful. And so they just spun out like 10 X-Files spin-off shows at once. And they did try to spin off some X-Files shows. They did the Millennium. Remember Millennium? That didn't go so well. All right, let me see. Matchy says, rank your top 10 favorite fast food places. Chick-fil-A is number 1. Kentucky Fried Chicken would be number 2. Fast food. I like fried chicken. That's what I like. The rest would be pizza places. I can tell you out of the burger joints, like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. The best one is Wendy's. That's number 1. The second, then comes Burger King, and McDonald's would be last out of those 3. Wendy's has the best hamburgers, but nobody in my house believes that. They don't want.
Wendy's is great.
Burgers. All right, so in any case, we've got a serious problem here with Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher, I've been making these videos on my channel. Ray Fisher has been accusing Warner Brothers of sheltering bigots. A lot of bigots being sheltered. Not here. I don't shelter them. If I find out you're a bigot here, you're out of here. Get out of here, bigot, I said. No, wait, let me put my arm the other way. Get out of here, bigot. Get the hence bigot. That's what I do. I don't shelter them. But Ray Fisher thinks that Warner Brothers is sheltering bigots. He imagines that Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns and John Bird and everybody else, they were talking mad shit about him. And I think those are the words that he used. He said, man, they're talking mad shit about me behind closed doors. I heard it secondhand. And therefore, Joss Whedon was fired from HBO, his HBO show. Not canceled. He was fired
Whole
off.
thing.
They couldn't do without him.
Gotcha. Now talk to you later. Gwenham is looking sick. Thank you. Have a good night. This is Black 3.0, alright? It's slightly better than Black 2.0. Slightly darker.
And then they say, we're going to still do your show, but without you. It's a little like trying to get married. You're going to hold a wedding, and then there's going to be a honeymoon. And the entire audience, the people who are helping put on the wedding, say, or the people who are paying for the wedding in some way, say, the wedding is still going to happen, just not with you. The wedding and the honeymoon are still going to happen, but you're out, pal. The honeymoon is still going to happen. You're not going to be there, though. And they're saying that to the groom. They're saying that to the guy who's supposed to be marrying this woman. Brian for $5 says, I'm a bigot to SJW. It's great.
Well, it's not sticking all the way with 2 coats, but it's probably just the material, so we'll try again with a 3rd coat.
Unhinged Entertainment says, if you were a tree, what tree would you be? If I were a tree, I would be in full.
It's all wet.
Long-lasting, spreading disease. Do oaks spread disease? That's what I would do. Master 13 says the file is super close to $3,000. That's good news. Oh, here's Tommy's super chat. Colin shows up here with content in it. Can we get that?
It's not doing what I want. There's still lots of sheen on there. It just looks like black paint to me.
Tommy, I didn't get it yet. Thank you.
It's like common black paint.
In my PO box, I have not been over there to look. Action figure update. There really isn't one. I've shown you the most current paint masters for the action figures. I should be getting I should have them in my hands soon. What I am going to receive personally, and I'll be able to show them to you, are paint masters that are, put together. They're going to look like the action figures, but they're going to be pinned down and glued down so the hinges don't work. But the paint is going to be applied. They're going to be actual size, the size of the toys. I will have those here soon, and I will be able to show them to you. Most current thing was yesterday. I showed the statue, the Heather Swain statue of the paint master. I got this stuff. I mean, we'll do it sometime next year. I don't want want to overcrowd things. I mean, most important to All Caps Comics are the books. So we've got Snowman coming out. I am not going to launch the action figures or the statue until Wreck Planet is shipping. It just seems the most logical thing to get you guys to buy an action figure when you're excited about the book because you've got the new book in hand. You're engaged in the story. Then I'll probably try to pry another $40 out of you for these action figures. And God only knows what I'm in charge of the statue, but I'll try to get you to buy one of those too. I'm a calculating businessman. I don't look like it, you know. I look like I rolled off a turnip truck, but I didn't. I didn't roll off no turnip truck. Not yesterday either. Was not born yesterday. Was born September 3rd, 1970.
Alright, that's coat number 3.
A lot of wisdom.
Let's see.
A lot of wisdom I've acquired over the years. All right, back to Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher.
Alright, thanks, Black 3.0, for doing a mediocre job. Worked on the comic book, though.
Caitlin Booth, that means it might be true. Because,
Alright.